Hello, dear viewers. Uh, I welcome you again. Uh, I've been meaning to ask this question. Those who were born in 70s and 80s. During those days, we used to have prophets, and if I remember vividly, those days, prophets, used to be under a pastor. They used to be in a church where there is a pastor who is a leader for that church, of that church. And they used to be like any other member, but they were able to exercise their gifts of prophesying. And that was after the pastor is done with the teaching of the word of God. And that's when he will ask the prophet, "Hey, prophet or man of God, do you have something to say to the congregation?" And that's where the prophet comes in with maybe the prophecy, as in maybe God has a word for the church or for the members or for anyone in the church. And there used to be harmony. There used to be, coordination, they used to work together. They used to respect each other. They used to know each and every other person's boundaries. And things used to be well. I'm wondering what is happening today. Everyone is a prophet. People have become prophets, even if they are not prophets. And once somebody become a prophet, he's opening his own church. And it's like a competition. So my question is it a must, a prophet, to have his own church? Or a prophet can exercise his gift under any pastor or under any man of God? Because the way things are looking like, there is a competition, and it's like prophets are the ones who are opening churches because of their gifts in quotes. There are some that are not even called, and there are some who are just doing it for money. So, dear viewers, what do you think? What is on your mind about this? For those people, even 60s or 50s, those people, old people, can be able to explain to us what happened during their days. Was it a must, a prophet, to have his own church? Now prophets are controlling even pastors who have been called by God to preach the word of God. And I believe a prophet has a different assignment, purposely to edify God, or to make things easier, and maybe to redirect the church. Maybe the church is going astray, the prophet is there to redirect the church, not to do what I see all over. And during those days again, there was healing, real healing. And if I remember vividly, people used to be healed, people were praying and were healed, and we could see the miracle. And there was no display, and no one was taking credit for that. Credit was going to God. Not unlike of today, the credit is going to the prophet, or to the man of God who is praying for people to be healed. I'm not criticizing, but I'm just opening a discussion for everyone to explore his mind, and maybe we can hear from our fathers who were born in 50s, 60s, and young men who were born in 70s and also 80s, because things started changing in 90s. So 80s there was still order, but things started falling apart in 90s. So let me hear your view, and please comment and do not criticize. Thank you. Let me hear from you.